Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video. I'm Tom and I am just enjoying life here in Bryant Park. It is a beautiful summer day in Manhattan, New York. It's been a while since I've been to the Big Apple, and in the meantime a lot of great transit stuff has happened here. So after the success of my R211 video on Saturday, today we're going to go take a look at Grand Central Madison. What's Grand Central Madison? To understand this new station, first we need to understand the railway system of New York City. Of course, the subway is the most famous, being used by over 1 billion people a year for local trips. Amtrak provides intercity services to places all over the country. But for the medium distance, New York has 3 regional rail systems. New Jersey Transit provides train services to, well, New Jersey. They're not super important for this video, however. Metro North connects New York with communities located in the mainland part of New York State, as well as in Connecticut. Finally, the Long Island Railroad provides access to the many different communities on Long Island. Both Metro North and the Long Island Railroad are operated by the MTA. However, once we zoom into Manhattan, we notice that the two railways use different terminals. Long Island Railroad trains go to Penn Station, where transfer is available to Amtrak and New Jersey Transit. Metro North trains run to Grand Central Terminal. Now, this was a problem. Of course, it's inconvenient that you can't transfer between LIRR and Metro North. However, that's not a huge problem because there aren't many people that make that transfer. Much more of an issue was commuter access. This is a map of the subway routes you can transfer or walk to from each terminal. Penn Station gives you easy access to places in West Manhattan, while Grand Central is well positioned to serve East Manhattan. Getting from Penn Station to your job on the east side of Manhattan, however, that involves a lot of transferring or walking. And so East Side Access was devised. This project would see the construction of a new branch of the Long Island Railroad using an existing but unused tunnel under the East River in order to serve Grand Central Terminal. Construction started in 2007, and it's been a bit of a dramatic project. At only 2 miles long, officials said the new line would be done by 2009 and cost $3.5 billion. It finally opened in January of 2023 at a price tag of $11 billion. But it's here now and it's well used. The Long Island Railroad part of Grand Central was given the name Grand Central Madison. The trains arrive at a newly built station located 140 feet or 43 meters below street level. Manhattan-bound Long Island Railroad trains now serve either Penn Station or Grand Central. MTA is planning to use some of the extra capacity on the Penn Station segment to divert some Metro North trains to Penn Station in the future. I wasn't able to go to the opening, so today we're finally going to go visit the station. Let's head over to Times Square first, and then we'll take the subway. Of course, to get from Times Square to Grand Central Terminal, we're going to take the subway. Now we're going to do something I haven't done in probably 10 years, maybe more. Let's take the 42nd Street Shuttle. The 42nd Street Shuttle is a very interesting train within the New York subway system. Trains shuttle the 0.4 miles or 700 meters between Times Square and Grand Central Terminal, and they've been doing so since 1918. Yes, this definitely looks very different from last time I was here. There used to be 3 tracks with 4-car trains shuttling back and forth. That's the way I remembered it. However, between 2020 and 2021, the whole line was renovated. Now there are only 2 tracks, but the platforms can accommodate 6-car trains. During busy rush hours, the shuttle can move over 10,000 people an hour.
The train will be Grand Central transfers available to us 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're going to the Long Island Railroad.
It was kind of weird to hear them announce Grand Central transfer to the Long Island Railroad. I was like, what? Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna go see today. So I think over here you can already get to the Long Island Railroad, but I want to go see the beautiful main hall, of course, and then we'll see how to get to the LIRR from the main hall. Have to see the main hall. Come on. So this, of course, is the main hall of Grand Central Terminal. Surely there are few station buildings in the world as beautiful as this one. You can take a Metro North train right from the main concourse. You can just go straight to the tracks. But the Long Island Railroad platforms, which are called Grand Central Madison, those are a little bit farther away. Oh, there's a bird in here. How do you capture this whole space in one shot? I mean, you don't. You have to experience this for yourself. Let's go down to the Long Island Railroad now. The good thing is the railroad is clearly marked in the station signage, so you should have no trouble finding it. So once we're down at the food court, we need to continue to follow signs leading us to the Long Island Railroad. Before long, we find ourselves in the Grand Central Madison concourse.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Wow, it's suddenly a lot quieter. This is very nice. Though there are screens showing the upcoming departures, don't be fooled. We still have a ways to go. Bathrooms, that's good. Most notably, there's an 180-foot, 54-meter escalator that will take us down to the mezzanine, deep underground.
Hollis and Queens Village stations. Customers should anticipate cancellations and delays throughout the area.
You know, for somebody who lives in DC, this escalator is nothing. If you're curious, there had been a derailment on the Long Island Railroad that day, which is why the announcement guy was working overtime. I have to say, I really like it. Like, the combination of marble, glass, the occasional concrete, and then the bright lighting, it makes it look super fresh and spacious and new. And the artwork that they've incorporated, it's really beautiful. So Grand Central Madison has a total of 8 tracks and 4 platforms, but they're not all next to each other. There's an east cavern and a west cavern. The mezzanine is in the middle level, and both caverns have 2 tracks above and 2 tracks below the mezzanine. The upper tracks are numbered in the 200s, the lower ones in the 300s. Wow, those signs are really nice. These platforms are beautiful. I love it. It's so well done. Also, I have not seen these new trains in real life yet, so that's a bonus for me.
Attention customers, due to a derailed train east of Jamaica Station, we are currently bypassing Hillside for employees only. For station announcements for updated information. We apologize for the inconvenience.
So now I'm at the upper level platforms, which look very different. It's almost like a modern take on the DC Metro. The concourse is in between the two like track levels. There's no direct connection between levels or between caverns, but that doesn't seem like a huge deal to me because for almost all transfers within the LIRR, Jamaica would be a much more logical place to change trains. Let's head back to the surface.
New York City buses are across Honoring for Hillside, Hollis, and Queens Village stations. Customers should anticipate cancellations and delays throughout the area. Please listen to station announcements for updated information. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Can I just say that I love this large digital map of the railroad? Zoom into Manhattan and you can nicely see that there are now 2 terminals here. On my way out to the surface, I passed this cool old departure board that had been preserved. So that was Grand Central Madison. I'm so glad to be able to see it in person now. Sure, it costs a lot, it took a long time, but it's here now. It looks beautiful. If I ever do, relax. I don't know, I don't really like to focus on cost or time overruns. I really like to focus on the product itself. The long walk for commuters is kind of annoying, but at the same time, like the fact that all of East Manhattan is like accessible now to Long Islanders, it's just amazing. If I ever do a Long Island Railroad video in the future, then yeah, I'd strongly consider starting it here. All right, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.